In 1994, work began on a new Audi in California. It was going to be small, sleek, stylised and sexy, something of a departure for the range at the time, like the boxy 80 for example. In 1999, the Audi TT launched after a small delay, thanks to unused and untried laser beam welding technology. Named apparently after NSU's Isle of Man TT successes and an NSU model in its own right, its bubbly body, decent turn of pace and attractive badge ensured buyers the world over loved it. There was a new sports car darling, and it wasn't Italian, American or British. It was German. Since 1999, the Audi TT has been a mainstay on roads all over the planet. You can barely walk down a road now without seeing a squat, curvy two-door with 4 rings on its rump. Now Audi's on to the 3rd generation. After a difficult but ultimately very successful second album, they've got to get this one right, else people will go elsewhere for their sports car kicks. To do that, they needed to up the game. The look must be recognisably TT, but not so similar it looks like the old car. The materials inside need to be nicer, smoother, more TT-ish. Power and drive may be important to some buyers, but let's face it, the looks are going to sell more of these than anything else. It looks like a TT, albeit a more grown-up one. The last generation was a decent evolution of the original's curvy design, but this one really looks like a car that belongs in this decade. It's more pointy and angry, as though someone in the Audi design team heard someone dismiss the TT as a hairdresser's car and thought, right, we're going to do something about this, and actually went and did it. It's more stylised, more purposeful, and it really works, well, for me at least. The interior is super slick as well. The climate controls built into the vents is smart, and the clean look really suits the car. This feels like an interior that moves ergonomics on a bit. That's smart, sure, but the real party piece is its speedo rev counter setup. It's something special. All the information you could possibly want is actually within the driver's instrument binnacle. Audi calls it the virtual cockpit, so if you want a traditional speedo rev counter setup, you can have it. If you want a giant sat-nav map, that'll go there as well. Want a trip computer? That lives there. Same with the radio and audio functions. Basically everything now lives right in front of the driver with all the information right at your fingertips, and it seems to work quite well. It can be a little confusing at first, but once you get to grips with it, it's rather intuitive. The tech is impressive. It puts the driver in utmost control without having them take their eyes off the road. However, if they want to sell more of these, it will have to drive at least fairly well. The original TT came under fire for not only being a bit slippery pre-recall, but also being a bit unsports car-ish. I recall people referring to it as a Golf in drag. As such, they said it wasn't all that good to drive. The Mark II was an improvement. A quick blast in a TT-RS Plus showed me that, but this has got to go as well as, if not better than, it looks. The one we're in is the 230 PS 2-litre turbocharged Quattro. Now the Quattro can currently only come with a DSG S-Tronic dual clutch gearbox, which is mega smart and mega swift, and we've used them a million times before, so you know exactly what it's like. The 230 PS engine is about 220 odd horsepower, and in old money will do 0 to 62 in 5.3 seconds with this gearbox and the Quattro setup. You can get a front driver with a manual, and that takes about 6 seconds. Top speed is 155 miles an hour. It is quite brisk. It sounds good. It sounds really good. For a little 2-litre turbo. This is based on the MQB platform, same as the S3 and the Golf and the Leon and the Octavia and all of that. The MQB platform itself is absolutely brilliant. It's proved itself time and time again. The cars that are based on it keep winning awards because they're so very, very good. The steering is decently weighted. It doesn't appear to suffer from the old Audi foible of being a bit dead in the middle. The Quattro, what it does is it offers you that safety net. It makes you feel nice and happy that it's there, especially because we're currently in Scotland. Now, Scotland is one of the 2 regions of the world where rain is made, and it's exported from Scotland to everywhere else. However, because we've got that sure footing, it does feel a little bit safer. You feel like you can push it a little bit more, and it has that grip. It will really hem you in. It will really look after you when you give it a little bit more than you should, which in conditions like this can either be incredibly fun or incredibly helpful. It feels every inch the sports car Audi says it is. So there we have it, the Mark III Audi TT. Its legacy starts in the 90s with a little coupe that turned the world on its head and then evolved into a really great little car. Now it's moved its game on again. The new TT is more than that. It's not merely well sorted, it's actually very good to drive. And yeah, it shares a platform with more everyday cars like the Audi A3, the Seat Leon, the Skoda Octavia and the VW Golf. But it uses it so very well, and the tech inside is a great leap forward on top of all of that. The Audi TT has matured, and if you're after a new sports car, I think you just found it.